Mm. All right, here goes nothing. Just setting up over here, waiting for things to happen. In the meantime, I am checking to see if anything's going on or not. What I want to do is see if there is that stream marker. Okay, let's test. It seems to be working. I don't see the live channel for some reason. Why is that? Yep, okay, this is nice. I want to make sure I'm going to pop out the chat window and grab that. So also need to turn this down. Where's the chat window? I'm going to copy this website address. And I need to go back to OBS now and make sure that this chat window is working. Let's see. This is going to screw up for a second. Where is it? Here. Let's be sure that this address is up to date. Oh yeah, that's definitely changed. Okay. So I should be able to go back to open. And theoretically, this is working. It was a little bit behind. Looks like there's about 10, 20-second delay, something like that. Yeah, let's do it. Poink. Oops. I didn't see anything happen. All right, I think we're live. Are we live? Hey, it's me, it's Sri. I am working on PDF generation for my project today. And it's about 6:30 p.m. here on the East Coast of the United States. And I don't want to do any work, but I do this calendar this journal every year. There's a few dated products I make every year that are digital. One is the NaNoWriMo word counting calendar, which is a big pain in the butt to do. Then there's the compact calendar, which is fairly easy to do, but still kind of is a pain in the ass to make and package and update every year. And then finally, there's the Juggernaut Emergent Task Planner 365-day journal, which is a bear to make because it involves a ton of typing. It involves jumping between PCs and Macintoshes and InDesign and Illustrator and importing XML, and then exporting a bazillion different variations of it. And it's a big pain in the butt. So what I promised myself this year, which is just about over, that I would write software to somehow automate this for me. And that really hasn't happened, but I have made some progress on it. But for those of you who aren't familiar with what I'm talking about, I'll show some examples of what this is. Oh, what happened here? So the one I'm working on now is this. Let me see. Let me switch to screen. All right, so this is on my store. This is a dated planner using like these forms that I make. The difference between these and the ones you can just download on my site are the dates that are here. And you can't really see this. I wonder if I can expand this. No, it's not really worth. But there is a date and also a holiday. And so I actually have to make this big holiday table to update that. Let me just show you what the thing looks like. Where is this? It's all products. All products, ETP, where is it? Is it customized or is this a digital variant? Why is this all weird looking? ETP variants, 365-day almanac, and let's see. This is my current version. So I have these update instructions that I have that will tell me how to do this every year because like there's enough steps in it that I forget. And it's not very fun. For example, I have to make this, let me show it, open with Chrome. There's this giant XML file that I have to create. It has stuff like this in it. I actually have a spreadsheet that exports this, which I think I can open from here. Let's see. Yeah, this date spreadsheet. I don't know what's complaining. That's not what I wanted. Ugh. So there's a table of all the days that are in the year. This is relatively automated. I can automatically calculate it just based by changing like this one from January 1st to 2024, and I'll reformat all those things. But it won't reformat all these holidays. This would be easier if I actually added some automatic calculation stuff to this. For example, I have in my compact calendar, which is this spreadsheet. This generates this candy bar time thing, which I have on my website. But I have these holiday tables where I laboriously calculate what the day is supposed to be here. So there's a bunch of different formulas like this one up here that calculates the observed day. This one, which calculates like the nth weekday of the month. And I should just copy this table in that other spreadsheet, but I wanted to totally automate this because even after I update these spreadsheets, I need to bring them into, oops. Anyway, let me take a look at this thing. It creates this giant, I create sizes in A4, A5, which are like international, the US size, the half size, in color, and in black and white, and then blank. So each of these things has 4 different files that I have to generate. And this is probably less fun than doing my taxes at this point. Or it's right up there. It's right up there with being like about as fun as doing that. I had to bring these into Adobe Illustrator files. Let's see. So this is the source file. This is the one thing I want to audit to write stuff onto programmatically. But then, so there's the original source. These are for the Adobe Illustrator files, but then I have InDesign files. For example, here is the US Pages version. There's there's six individual InDesign files I need to update for each side. So if we take a look at the US color one, that's referring to one of these 4 other Illustrator files. Right, so it's launching Illustrator InDesign right now. So this is taking some sweet time to load. Probably have way too much stuff going on with the computer. It is loading, right? It's just slow. I guess I wish you would stop asking me this. Yeah, I am running a lot of software at the same time right now. Streaming's keeping up though. I don't see any dropped frames, which is good. 5% CPU, 5,000. So here you can see. Stop reminding me stuff. I really want to get off of the Adobe stuff. The Adobe software is, I guess I don't use it frequently enough to like dismiss these dialogues immediately. Oh, what is this garbage? Tutorials. I mean, I guess this is value added stuff, but maybe they're trying to hit new markets while irritating the old markets. What is I wish it was like a checkbox I could put into my Creative Cloud account and say, like, I am an expert at this. I do not need to be handheld constantly with your annoying. This is very slow. Okay, there are 365 pages that are in here. So perhaps that is to be expected. No, there's actually someone in here watching. Oh, hello, person. Say something in the chat. Tell me what you're doing. We're just trying to get work done here today. And if you got some stuff to do, tell me about it, because that will make me feel better about me being stuck here. My goodness, this has taken forever. Usually it's not this slow, but I am streaming and watching and running a compiler in the background. I think it's just rendering everything. So anyway, you can see it's very slow. It is very, very slow. So there's the parts that are different is there is the base file has these customized things. So if we just look at the January 1st page, if it lets me run it. Now there's a few fields here. You can kind of see the outlines maybe if I zoom in. Like the 1, 2, 3, all these things have fillable forms. That's what the InDesign layer is doing. It's loading an Adobe Illustrator file as the background, which is this thing that says Immersion Task Planner 2023 on it. And then there are these fields here, like the Sunday, January 1st, the New Year's Day, the day, the month and day itself. These are being inserted into this page from a giant XML document that's here. And so this is generated by the Excel file I was showing before. I don't know if I still have it open. I don't think I do. But if I open up the January 1st one, you can see there's a full date, which is Sunday, January 1st. Day num, which is the 01 on the right side here. Month num, which is the one to the left of it, and day note, which is here New Year's Day. So what this, how InDesign automates this is by using this template, which has a number of these fields in it that are assigned to these somehow, which I forgot how I did that. I set this up like 10 years ago. And then it goes through each one of these day things and fills it in. And every time there's a day when it creates a new master page. So you can see here, if you've never seen InDesign before, this is the master page. All right, it's taking a while to show up. What is this? Activating, it's doing crap in the background. So this master page is the one that has all the elements on it, and then it creates copies of it for each of these things for every entry that's in here. Now I had to do this 12 times and make sure each of them is correct, export each of them, validate each of them, and hope it works. In fact, this looks like an old version of the ETP. So updating this form is a pain in the butt. As you can, that document I was showing earlier on, this Typora doc. What is this? Okay, I'm going to quit InDesign now because it is just stupidly slow. I am bringing the I/O on this computer to its knees. Don't save. Illustrator isn't still running it. Everything get much faster. I think InDesign was probably doing something in the background. I quit Illustrator as well. Anyway, that's what goes into making this enormous thing. So I feel a little bit better about having been able to complain about it. Yep, we lost our person. Oh well. It was boring. So let's go to the generation part of things because I need to figure out what I'm doing today. So where did I leave off? Let's see. Here it says. Where is, okay, so we got this thing. So where I am now, let me move this over here. This is the PDF generator software I've been working on. It's just a bunch of JavaScript stuff. What it does right now. So this is my first thing. Where did I leave off? It's generating a bunch of stuff. I guess it's running. And it's on localhost 3000. All right, so this is a bunch of test code that I wrote to just see if I could make it do stuff. So for example, I mean, I'd eventually like to make an interactive version of these forms. So, how do I draw something programmatically? How do I generate a calendar? And then I also have some test code that will actually do all those holiday calculations I was doing before. This is probably not legible, but like if I do my test code, it will calculate all the spring equinoxes, fall next month, what New Year's Day is for this year, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. These are the main holidays that I use. And then I generalize this so I could just put in any year. So if I didn't want to just find out what it was for 2030, allegedly these are all correct. We could go look it up if we wanted to see if those are correct or not, but that's where it was. So I think where I left off, load up Typora again. And I don't need this file open, but I want this other one open. My PDF gen log. So this is with all my projects, I keep this log that keeps track of what I'm doing. And so this is the work I did on Thursday. And my takeaway was, let's see. I was reminding myself what I was doing. We'll see that off. So what's today? Today is December 30, Saturday. That's December 30. The thing I want to try to do today is use these PDF libraries I'm looking into. Now, I do have PDF generation working for this page here. I'm using something called Puppeteer, which is a browser engine that's capable, that can, it's like a web browser, but it doesn't necessarily need to have a window that displays what's showing. Instead, what it can do is save a screenshot or save a PDF. And it converts all this HTML stuff to PDF somehow. And that's kind of cool, but it doesn't really help me do what I want, which is to take like an existing design and then throw stuff on top of it, like I was showing with the ETP Journal. So I think I've written all the support code I need to generate that XML table. So maybe one thing to do would be to try to, well, actually, let's just try to import whatchamacallit. What am I saying? There was those files I was talking about. What was it again? It was under wherever this was. ATP Almanac. There was a master template, which I don't need. These are the smaller ones. This is for when I actually export stuff. So okay, I have these files. It looks like I update these every year. But I don't think I want to do that anymore. So what I'm going to do is let me make a folder on the desktop. I'll call these ETP sources or ETP. We'll just call them the ETP source. And I'm going to copy these into here and then modify them. Because these are all the sources that I use. All right, and so what I want to do now is actually, I do need to edit these. So let me do that real quick. Let's open these with Illustrator. And there's a few things. So I don't want to have to do these manually anymore. So what I need to do is remove a bunch of this text. So this copyright stuff, I want to automatically generate that. So away it goes. It's likewise for the year. I don't want that in there either. So let's save that. Oops. Let's save it to a newer version of Illustrator. Is this the right folder? Yes, we can replace that. Sure. Okay, that one's saved, so we can close that one. Same thing for all this stuff, because we're going to do that manually. We're going to programmatically do that. Save a copy or save as. Let's save a copy or save as. Save as. Replace. So you can imagine doing this like 24 times 35 steps. Try not to go insane or blind at the same time. Oops, that was too much. That's strange. This is grouped together for some reason. Maybe we want to remove. Oh, actually, I want to remove these marks as well. I want this completely blank. I'll to make sure that oops. I'll to make sure that that's not. I didn't accidentally not remove that from the previous ones. You can just check real quick. The ones I just updated were these. That one doesn't have it. That one doesn't have it. That one doesn't have it. That one still has it because this one. So some of these like, yeah. So it's like these vertical lines here that I'm trying to get rid of. Okay, so let's see. Did I save this one already? I forget. Save, replace, new version, close, delete, save, replace, save. That pop-up thing. You know what I should do? I should turn on. I think this works now. Sign into chat. No, that's not good. How do I make that not work? I guess that's not going to work. There's some way of doing that. Yeah, well, I was hoping to be able to see the chat so I can see what's going on there, but I think I can do this with this trickery. So in OBS, I am trying to do a browser source thing. Let's see. I go to here and I pop this window out. That's the chat window. And I should copy the website address and paste it into here. Close. And now, oops, what happened? Just popped the wrong thing. Store the chat. Something weird happened. Uh-oh. And looks like things have pooped out. I hear things. It's just like my webcam seems to have died. That's so good. Let's see if we can bring it back. Chat plus screen, webcam is the other camera, and the Elgato virtual camera is down. And it's because I've lost the, this is annoying. There's been this issue with, I think it went into a power save mode and it disconnected my external USB stuff. So maybe we'll come back now. Configure camera hub. Should come. Looks like it's coming back. All right, so that was annoying. Hopefully it stays up. I had to literally unplug and plug back in. But anyway, let's go back to where we're doing. What was I doing? I was saving all these things. I was trying to get this chat window to show up. Chat. What is this? I'm not sure if this is working. Testing. Is this the YouTube chat? Yes, it is. Oh, this seems to be part of the doc setup. And then I made this YouTube live thing. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Yeah. It's playing around with the YouTube stuff here. Like, okay, I guess that window does work, so I don't need to actually make a separate window. That's good. I didn't see this window before. So I'm using OBS's feature where they allow you to manage a broadcast, and there's a live control panel thing, and I didn't realize it had its own chat window. So that's good. You can see what's going on now. And I can widen it. What else can I do? It timestamps on. You can see participants. Maybe that just docked itself, which I didn't intend for it to do. All right. So anyway, I now have a way to see what is going on, which is cool. And I can't make it any smaller. Trying to, I guess that's the smallest size I can do. Anyway, let's back to doing this. Did I save this? I don't remember. Let's continue going. Okay, that's saved. Same thing. So what we're going to do after I'm done saving all of these things, after saving all of these changes, is I'm going to try to load these up using the PDF lib software. Did I save it or not? It's hard to talk and think and do at the same time. These are the small ones. Half size. So if we can automate these forms, that would be great for making lots and lots more variations of things. And eventually it would be nice to have like a toolkit of different I just forgot what I was doing again. Let me finish doing this and then I'll talk. Okay, I think I saved that. Oops, jumped the gun there. Remove. save as, save, replace, Illustrator 2020, close, close. All right, so these should all be updated now. Yep, okay, good. So now that I have this, which is in my ETP source directory, what I want to do next, oops, is not that. What was it, Control N? And I want to copy this into my dev folder, which is this. And I want to stuff this into media sources. Let's rename this to ETP and move this all into media sources. All right. Now this whole folder should be getting backed up automatically, so that's good. Let's move this over here. Let's disable Time Machine because I don't want that to run right now. Options, manually. I'll make a note to self so I don't forget to that. Remember to turn Time Machine and re-enable. Okay, so I just added that to my to-do list over there, because otherwise I will forget. So where did I leave off? I think I figured that out. Oops. And let's see. What I want to do next is create a PDF using PDF-lib. And then we'll see how far that gets. So here we are. We've got this stuff. If I recall, so here's the media sources, the directory that I copy that file into. And so there's the ETP folder. And there's a bunch of AI files in there. These are all PDF compatible, so I should be able to load those. Yes, I think they are. So I guess the next thing to do would be to figure out where to stick this code. So right now, let's see. This is a client server setup. We have two main tasks that I set up using this NodeJS based running thing. The main one is where all my test code is. What it does is it builds the web app, which is this thing on the right side. And then so this is the web app. Then it runs something called capture PDF, which saves it to media out here, which is this test PDF. So this is the saved file that's generated from this stuff over here. And this is a PDF file. So what I want to do is create a new PDF that's done through PDF Live instead of Puppeteer. I think what I want to do is I want to rename this test PDF so it's obviously from Puppeteer. And I guess I put that in here. The path is going to be equal to test Puppeteer. And will this rerun by itself automatically? I don't think it did. Let me delete that. So all of these are in my repo. They're not actually they're not actually stored there. Let's rerun the file. Let's see what we got. Just dumped all this stuff out. Captured it. It was also doing some font conversion stuff here, which is not being exported. You know, I should just add that onto it. So over here, I now have my test Puppeteer file. And I want to be able to distinguish that from my test PDF lib file. But before I do that, there's a bit of test code down here that is actually, this is not web start. It's in should we close that? Close that. We can 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 close actually all of it. PDF gen main. It's actually getting SVG data here. And I think what I want to do is shove that into something. This is happening on the server side though, so I don't think I have a clear way of injecting it. So maybe that's the next test. All right. So I'm not sure how legible this is. Let me see if maybe if I make it a little bit bigger. So what I want to do over here is just have this say what it's doing. Test Puppeteer. Build web app. Build web app and serve through ESBuild. That's what that does. Then we're going to test Puppeteer. This is doing test font render to SVG string. And then over here, this last bit of it is just reminding me that the server is still running. Print a message. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with this environment, I'm actually using GitHub Copilot, and the more recent version that it is doing a bunch of automatic completion. So you may have noticed, like as I was like typing these things here. Let me zoom in on that. So like over here in line 27, as it's actually trying to guess what I'm going to type, which saves some time. It's not always correct, but it's useful for things that otherwise I would have to look up. So it's been saving me some time. I also have the new Git what's it called? GitHub Copilot chat or something like that, GPT chat, in which I can ask it to explain things or to look up stuff for me, which is also good. It has been making this process go much smoother. So let me think. What do I want to do next? I guess I should write it down. I want to create a PDF using PDFlib, according to my to-do list over on the side. Let me go full screen here so it's a little bit easier to see what I'm doing. And I'm going to drink this Yakult. Okay, Yakult break. This will make me fall asleep. Good stuff. The taste of Asia. And now some coffee. Ugh. Now some lime water. All right, so what's next? I guess we want to do the PDFlib stuff. So how am I going to do that? Let's go back to screen. Full screen. And it looks like I lost my time display. That's all right. We'll eventually get it back. Yeah, I don't even know where that would go on this screen. So if I look at the structure here, I'm looking at this and thinking, I'm building the web app, I'm capturing the PDF Puppeteer, rendering the string here. Let's just shove it on down here. Let me comment this stuff out for now. Eventually, I could make these into individual tests, I suppose, but I'll worry about that later. So what we want to do here is we want to test PDF lib. So how does that work? Well, I guess I could put that in my PDF maker. You can see it's pre-filled in like what it might think I was going to type. By hitting tab, it'll accept it. Why not? Why not use that? What is PDF maker being loaded from? It is from util PDF, which is where I have all my. Okay, so we have Puppeteer here. We want to also import a PDF lib. PDF lib. So here I'm being super lazy. It does take a long time though. It's actually sending my source code. I don't think this is correct. So that was a wash. What we'll do instead is I'll just go to the PDF lib docs. Is it called PDF lib? Or is it just PDF lib? I guess it's PDF dash lib. I think it's this library. All right, so usage examples. This example creates this PDF. Okay, let's give that a try. So it says do all this stuff. Let's just copy that in here and see what happens. Should go to the top. Oh, that's weird. Why is this here twice? It doesn't seem to think PDF lib is installed. Is it not installed? Let's see. This should be in. I guess I never did install it. I think it's called PDF lib. It's always, why do they just never say what the name of the module is? What is this module called? Here we go. All right, let's do this. That should fix all kinds of things. All right. So back to here. I should see this in my dependencies somewhere. Or not. Yeah, there it is. So that's there. That gets fixed. And here's this example. Let's see what it does. Let's make another function. Async function. Make PDF. And we'll use the same approach. We're not pulling a URL, but we do want a path for now. Actually, page draw const. All right. So, okay, so I've just made this into a function. Let's test Puppeteer. And this should probably, that's good enough. Let's see. So this should do something. Let's just see where this writes though, because I have make PDF. And let me just fill in like this JS doc. So it's using the previous comment I had as a template. Param string path returns a void promise. So what does this do? It creates a PDF document, loads a font, creates a page, gets the size of the page, calls a draw text command, and then it serializes the document to bytes. I don't think it actually writes it though. How am I writing the file up here? Here it looks like they do have their own write command. And let's just see what this does. Let's see, so back to PDF main. Something will happen. Let's see, look at the end of this, we'll just have it. Is there a log? We'll just have it log something. And so if it works, we'll see a PDF bytes thing up here. All right, let's see if this does anything. Well, did something. Don't think it wrote anything because there's no place where it's referring to a path, but it did seem to run, which is, yeah. All right. So what do we want to do next? We actually need to write this to a file. I have a files thing that I have. What do I have available? I have a write JSON. Do I just have a plain write file? It doesn't look like it does. That's odd. So where is? I guess I never had to write a file before. Let's see what the write JSON looks like. Oh, there's a write file. Why is this not exported? Or am I just blind? There's write file. Oh, it's just, I see why I missed it. Because I was counting on it being showing up as being unreferenced, but it's referenced by write JSON. So this is always running a JSON file. The write file itself should take raw data and just spoop it out. And the file path, I'm going to need to know where to write it to. So I believe I have code that determines this. Path outdir, media dir out as outdir. So okay, I'm gonna use that. So I really want this stuff. So files. Is it called files or just file? I think it was called files. Files. Right. We want to write PDF bytes and gotta be a better way. And really writing to this, because this should write to this is not this should be asynchronous, right? Yeah, it is asynchronous. So wait. There's no callbacks or these, right? think I'm intercepting errors. I think that worked. Let's check in the asynchronicity of this. It's a little suspicious. It probably needs to be bulletproofed. Let's change this thing to rote path with. Okay. Let's see if it does anything. It's very exciting. Crash! Files is not defined. What is this? Oh. Okay, I'm using a different system than I use in other software. So, all right. So maybe this will work. No, files right is not a function? Really? Where is this importing from? Files from server MGS files. Oh, do you know what's happening? It's because it's not building. No, it is building the common lib. Where's files? Is it server? That's not. I'm running again. Files right is not. Is it called files right file? No. It is called files right file. Duh. Duh. You just do this. It's too bad that the whatchamacallit. It's not smart about the IntelliSense here. Maybe it is. All right. I feel good about this. Running, it literally wrote a file, but where did it write it? Oh, look. It actually wrote a PDF. Amazing. Now, what would be super interesting is if I could change this font. So it was loading my font path, which is this. Let's see. So here we have times when font. I'm not sure what this is doing. So there's my font path. Let me see what's inside of this standard fonts data structure. I'm guessing it's a dictionary of some kind. Run again. It's object. Where is that? Let's see if it has a toString function. And duh. Let's JSONify that. Stringify. Yeah, okay. So it's just a dictionary of stuff and a bunch of file names, I think. So what I should be able to do is do this. Const proxima is equal to await embed font. We need to specify. Let's see what the syntax is for embed font. Embed font, embed font, embed font. Here we go. Oops. Just happened. Embed font and measure text. Custom fonts, you must add the PDF. Okay, I need to add this. Okay, that's for custom fonts. PDF register font kit. All right, apparently we just need to do this. So this font kit thing. It's probably a giant binary. That's not so bad. And then we need to register the font kit instance somehow. And I guess I do it like this. Let's see. I want to import font kit. And then down here, and after that, we want to register the font kit. So once we register the font kit, how do we register font bytes? This should be a UN array. It can be a number of different ways. Use SF read file. Okay. So I want to do something like the actual call. I wonder if this. I wonder if this embed font call has multiple signatures. Because I would think this Times Roman thing looked like it was a string. And so maybe it's, I just thought it would be able to just find the font loaded in the system. Let's see if that actually works. So we will do serve like const. That's the font directory. What happens if I just do this? Well, crash, crash, crash. Very well might just crash, crash, crash. Oops. Reference error muted or in is not defined. That's because I need this. Lord. Media in as in. Is that right? Media, I think it's media sources. What's in node end? Node settings has media, it's media and media sources. Fonts, that's what I want. Let's enter. So then back down here, let's close this thing. Where am I? Enter fonts. Will this work? Unknown font format. Okay, so it didn't understand that. It was a string. So let's try fonts bytes equals await files read file font path, and see if we can just store that in there like this. Will that work? I don't know. Let's see what happens. No, cannot read property of null, reading type list. maybe font bytes. Well, I could do a fetch. Let's see what fs read file actually does. I don't remember how this works though. Font bytes equals sf read file font path. Is this a asynchronous? I don't remember how this works. Explain fs read file synchronous or async. All right, so no. It is okay. Import. Should be able to do something like, where was I? FSV. This is the most recent version of Node, so let's wrap it in a try. Let's see. Okay, let's see if this works. Font bytes is not defined. Line 69. Oh, because I stuffed it in there like an idiot. How is this Times New Roman is used down here? All right. This is going to suck. Let's maybe instead of using the async version, I'll use the synchronous version. I believe there is a synchronous version of this. It's like read file sync. Does that exist? We're going to embed the fonts. And then up here, we're going to load custom fonts, font path. Let's put a log in here. Log. If we got anything out of that. Don't. No, it did read something. That's promising. It did seem to do all this stuff here. All right, so I guess that works. Read file sync is different than what the other one is. So can I change this then to that? And we'll draw on Proxima Nova. If it does that, that's a big accomplishment. I wrote the PDF lib file, and it should be in this output. No, this output. That is Proxima Nova. That's fantastic. Nice. All right, so we have created a basic writing thing. So what I want to do is like write these changes out before I forget. I guess I need to update my log first. So where is that? It's here. Creating PDFs with PDF lib. So what did we do? Oh, my face is in the way. That's stupid. Let me go up to split view screen plus me. So what we essentially did was installed PDF lib and PDF lib font kit. We created PDF using example code. We used embedded Proxima Nova and used that in the example. Well, that's good. So let's see. So I'm going to update these things. And so this is my work in progress. PDF, use PDF lib to generate. All right, that's great. So what's the next thing to do? The next thing to do is let's updating my task list here on the side. We go back to chat and screen. And we did that. So the next thing to do would be try to embed one. Embed existing PDF into PDF doc. Okay, that's our next step. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so that's promising. What's next? So I need to embed a PDF. And let's see, I know this can do it. I saw this yesterday. Let's see. There's an index somewhere here, right? Embed PDF pages. So here we are reading the PDF as a bunch of bytes. Okay. It's creating it. It's embedding it. Embed the American flag PDF bytes. Load the Constitution PDF bytes. Embed the second page of the Constitution and clip the preamble. Preamble. Await PDF. Embed docs. So U.S. Constitution PDF is, okay, you load the PDF. And that's going to inject. Oh, interesting. So American flag is loaded as I'm not sure what this is returning. Oh, it's like the font things, I suppose. And so this is returning a reference. American flag scale. Preamble dims. Draw the American flag page. Page, draw page. Where's page loaded? Okay, adds a page. Draws a page. The American flag in this location. So the dimensions are saved. Draw page. All right, so created. So extracted. What does this actually do? What does this clip do? I think it's embedding the page of this first page. Okay, this is doing like an area clip, and then it's saving that. So I guess this embeds the page as a resource and returns a reference to that resource. And then this then can be put different places. So there's two of them. The scale thing returns some sort of matrix array, I think, which is what's happening here. And it draws the page. And then PDF doc is the document that's created. Okay, so I think it's all right. So I think what I need to do is embed okay, I think this is the critical command that I need to do. So, all right, let's see if I can make this happen. So there we've written our file. But what I want to do now is just sort of jam this in here. So here we have the document created. Then we have the page add page here. So this is used in multiple places. So what we want to do here is before we actually so instead of American flag, we need to load our stuff. Embed the ETP page. And so that's going to be, oh, let's see, it already guessed, but that's not quite right. So it should be an ETP, and we'll load, guessing that defaults to US C1. Can I copy the file name? Oops. Copy relative path. Let's see if this will load it. So it's ETP. And so then what we want to do is, those are the bytes. Now we need to embed it then. And the embed looks like this. Oh, wait, no. How does this work? Left, bottom. Okay, so this is, first it loads it, then it embeds it. Okay, so we will load it first, which is here. So it's const ETP PDF, PD document load, ETP bytes. Let's just see if it gets that far. It didn't die. That's good. So we have this we have this PDF document here. And this PDF document, what can we do with it? So we can get a page. So here we've already created the page. And let's shove all these resources up here. All those load fonts. And then we'll want to call this load pages. Add a blank page to the document. Const equals width divided by 2. Const cy is equal to 2. And then we want to draw the page right in the middle, I think. So we've loaded the page. We want to embed the page. I want to see a reference for this embed page document. Where's the API? Embed page, embed page. How come it's not here? Embed. Method embed page. What does this actually take? There's an optional bounding box. Embed a single PDF page into the document. Source buffer. I can actually do this in the browser. That's cool. Await PDF doc embed page. So these are both optional. So I think I just need to embed it just so it's available. Okay, so what I want to do is like const ETP page is equal to await PDF. What's the syntax for this again? Is it actually, are we loading it from the PDF doc? All right, PDF doc embed. Okay. So this is returning a reference to this embedded page. And then what if I can just do this? I don't think I need. It doesn't seem to say that I would need to get a specific page. Yeah. I'm going to embed the whole stinking page. There only is one. So embed page, ETP page, and then, so that's in the document, but it's not drawn yet. So page draw text. So what we want to do here is draw embedded, and draw ETP onto page, which would be page. Let's look at the draw page. PDF document, draw page. This is not. How come there's just a method call, draw page. That's part of this class, the PDF page. Embedded page, options. The options be drawn. What are the options? Okay. Oh, you can have opacity. This X. Now let's just see what happens. So I think draw page, ETP page. Let's see what this does. Is it going to crash? Crash. Page must be type of PDF page. What did I screw up? Draw page. Why is that wrong? Oh, that's the embedded reference. And how do they're not doing it differently here? Are they using something other? Draw page. ETP page. Here, American flag is defined as embed page. Oh, it says, I guess it has worked like this, maybe? Because maybe that's an array. Let's see if this works. Nope, must be actually return nothing. Page must be type of ETP page. What do we actually get out of here? Console log. What is this? Okay, type error exports create type error. Validators. What the hell is this? Oh, that's from that. Type not a number. So maybe my embed page is not working. Maybe it does require a specific page reference. Okay, that seemed to make a difference. So I guess the question is, did it do anything? Oh, it did do something. Wow. It's also including all the layers in it. So it may shrink it down because I believe scaled it. All right, let's see if this does anything. And back to there. So it seems to be doing something. And it drew on top of it, which is kind of what I want. Fortunately, like now the issue is now that unfortunately I need to convert these all to paths. I wonder if I can do that with PDF. lib. PDF lib convert fonts to outlines. And reading in. Let's see. Maybe this is on the actual. Let's see if anyone has discussions. Outline. Converts. Font. Paths. Font paths. Other issues. Convert to convert font to outline. There's one closed one. Outlines. What just happened? Conversion. Adding coding the font. Let's see. Let's try and find a reference for someone who has there must be some sort of processing library that will do this. Convert PDF to outlines. Okay, converting fonts to print PDF files. Okay, this is like a convert fonts to outlines, PDF lib. Has anyone figured this out? Mm. Mm. Sunset outline. These are all using existing software. So I guess maybe an option is can PDF lib render as SVG. That's not it. Let's look at the API itself. See if outline exists somewhere in here. Oops. PDF page, PDF font, methods. Fill an outline. Let's use outlines. Oh, okay. PDF page. PDF document. What's the thing that saves this? PDF doc save. PDF document. What methods do we have? We want to basically just rip this out. Set line, set create, load. The other way to do it would be to make sure that the master files are converted to outlines. And so I guess I won't worry about this right now. Let's see how big this is. And it's like 400K. So I guess the next question is, if I make 100 pages, how big does that get? So let's try that. Or 300. Let's see what happens if I do 300 pages. Let's see. That page. For let I equals 0, I less than 100, I plus plus. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's try to create 100 pages. How much bigger does it get? Oh wait, does embed it multiple times? Yeah, we don't want. Oh, we want to do. Don't want to do it there. We want to do it there. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, I embedded it 100 times. I just wanted to put it in once. Okay, that's much smaller. And so look at media out. And look. It's created a whole bunch of pages. I mean, they're offset wrong, but why is it offset like that? Still very promising. And the file size itself is only 417K because we embedded it once and it made multiple references. So the next thing to do would be to let's have it just print the year or page. It should be Where's this RGB command coming from? Where is this defined? Oh, okay. I wonder if there's CMYK. Enumeration methods, variables, functions. What's the key? Yeah, that's good to know. CMYK. What's the range on this? It doesn't tell me. Is this a, oh, it's 0 to 1. Okay. So let's see. That should be black. Oops. What happened? CMYK. Okay, size gonna get bigger. And that printed in black. Page 1, page 2, page 3. Now let's figure out. That's another more work in progress. Embed an ETP and write on it for 100 pages. Okay, so we have that saved. That looks good. Now let's figure out what's going on with this offsetting. I guess I want to see if there's a page dimensions command. So when we do a page, PDF page, what methods do we have? We have a bunch of drawing methods. We want to get the embedded page. Doc height, ref widths. Which one am I using? Embed page. Embedded page. We want to get its width and its height. I think. And so I'm going to do page, draw page. We're pulling width out of the page size. Where is it? We actually want to draw it. Oh, I think this is why. I want to do this. Maybe? I don't think that will work. No, yeah, that drew in the wrong place. We want to get the offset of it. So that means something more like, let's see. Width. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then I think it draws on the upper left, right? So CX, that's X. Okay, so the ETP width, yeah, that's kind of what we want. Let's see what happens with this. X, Y. Why is this? Looks correct. ETP get size is not a size. Page has get size. Is that right? Still is a little off. All right, so it's a little bit off. I'm not sure what the dimensions of that page are actually. So let's take a look at it. That was ETP USC1. Oops, it's gone. So I moved it. Open. Recents. That does me no good. Dev, DS, PDF Gen, media sources, ETP. Open. This also has a layer that's showing up that shouldn't, this print guide. What is the media box on this? Is there a way to show the media box? Let's see. How do you do that? Is that an artboard thing? View, presentation, trim view. It's trim view. Overprint preview. Bounding box, actual size, print tiling, rulers, text threads. It's like an artboard option. Let's see. I'm not sure where they store these elements. Document setup. So according to this, there's no bleed. Oh, I want this because of this. Because I have these. No, here's the artboard. The artboard size is what? There's a transform on this thing. Actually, this makes no sense. It's not selected. Oh, if I do that, did it move? Oh, okay. I didn't want that. Okay, there's something screwy about this. Okay, according to this, dimensionally it looks correct. This is the shrunk version, so there's the margin on this side. I wonder if. All right, let's just play around with some manual settings of things. What I want to do is, instead of doing it like this, if I do x0, y0, what happens? It's drawing it too much to the left. it's like 0.25 this way and 0.5 the other way. Or it's down to 2.5. So what I'm thinking is happening is probably this is the wrong order. Because ETP high will be smaller. We want to shift it in the other direction. That's my guess anyway. It doesn't seem to have done anything. Let's see what X and Y are. Oh, because I didn't update that. So it's X and Y. Let's clean up these comments which were throwing me off. Let's do this again. And it's screwy. In fact, it's worse. So maybe it was working correctly before. I guess we should print these out too. And let's log. Let's see what the offset looks like. It says -a and 24. So one of those backwards. And this is in points, I think. Is that almost correct? So I don't think we want to divide it by 2. Or maybe not. Let's try this. Almost looks right. It should be -1624. That looks pretty close. Let's try printing this and see what happens. Oops, wrong thing. I am curious what will happen. Seems to be breaking. What is this PDF printing thing doing? Let's open this. Be on Finder. Let's open an Acrobat. So that's what the output is. This doesn't look like US letters. This looks like A4. What's the page size? When I do add page, it's getting close. Methods add page. What does it know the dimension is? Page sizes. What is the default? Let's make sure we're forcing it. We want to do this. Page size is letter. All right, so let's see, add page. Page sizes letter. Page sizes. So that's what it looks like now. What if this will mess everything up? Yeah, I think it was just printing the wrong, it was defaulting to A4. Let's close that and see if it looks any different now. It looks pretty close. Let's print this. Let's see, size, actual size. And then let's also look at the original source and print that. So here's the original one. What's this doing here? Okay. Print. This is correct. Do not scale. Print. All right, see how close these are. Finish for that finish printing. Take a swig of Yakult. All right, I'm gonna go grab this out of the printer. There's the ETP, there's the process output. See that giant page 0 on there. So what I want to do is when the other one eventually kicks out, it's taking forever to print. Strange. Print center. It's probably dumping a giant some sort of giant file. Shouldn't take this long though. And printing it directly from. Oh, you know what I should do? I should not have done that. Can I cancel this? Quit from that. Don't save. And I will open this up with. That's weird. I want to open this up with Acrobat. Can I do it like this? No. I keep forgetting. Acrobat is such a piece of crap. Open with. What the hell is this asking now? Okay, these look exactly the same, so the offset does look correct. I don't think I'm even going to bother to print it. It seems to get the alignment down. All right, so that's very promising. Oh, I was on the wrong screen. So like I was over here looking. So this is the output from the program. This is the output of the original. You can see that they're both there. This shouldn't have this showing though. Let's close that. So there's something going on with the way that I can't merge these. So I opened this in Illustrator. This print layer should be off. If I save this, I wonder if it will obey. It wasn't on before though. Let's see if. All right, so that's that. Let's close out of that. Let's go back to here. See if we can open recent. Okay, this time it's not showing. Let me rerun this. Let's see if. Okay, this is still there. We don't want that. It's still rendering too, for some reason. So I think what I want to do is I want to make some sources that don't have the margins in. So those will be special versions. And then I can lay them out programmatically. Okay, I think that will work. All right, I think we've made good progress today. It's about 8:30. I could cook dinner. Might come back a little later and noodle with this a little bit more. It does look very promising, so I should be able to make variable data versions of this my own. My only concern is that these aren't outline fonts, but I think I can place SVGs on this by rendering the text, then plopping it on there. So what I'll do next when I come back is create refined versions of these sources. So let me make a note on my to-do list here. So we successfully embedded PDFs. And we also successfully what is that called? We multiple pages with embed, and that worked, and it didn't make it gigantic. One last thing I need to do is what's the last thing? I need to see if I can input a form field. Add a form field. You know what? Let's do that first. I am curious how that works. Okay, so we got that open. Let me move this over here. Oops. So first, of course, let's save our progress. So let's make the pages 1 to 100. So it's adding a letter size page. Okay, that makes sense. You add it on a per page basis. The default seems to be A4, the international standard, which maybe makes sense also. And what else do I want to offset here? So I think this was probably correct before. So this will center. This will center it, I think. This will make no difference. Drawing. BG and this is what? This is oops, ETP width. ETP width. And I want to pad. Let's see if that works. So I just made these changes here. Oops. It's not pad start. What's it again? It's not pad start. It's okay. It's that's because it's a string. String I pad start 2. I think that should work. Okay, so that seems to be okay. Oops. You know what the cool thing to do would be? Yeah, this would be even cooler. Let me go to my calendar page. I wonder if I can actually import this. That's in WebStart TS. And then in PDF Gen main. These are all MJS files. Because these are MJS files, the C library okay builds CLib. It's building a common lib. And is it exporting all of the I'm just creating an MJS CLib. But the entry point is build CLib TS, which is this. Okay, so calendar is there. So let's see if we can pull that in. Import calendar from, what's the name of the library? And that created the bundle. Into dist. I think I need to import it directly. I think. Do I already do this? PDF gen util fonts. Okay, I guess that is right. Yeah, okay, I have the calendar tools right there. So, and then I have a bunch of calendar outputs. I want to get a range of days. Render calendar is probably the closest one to that. You know what? Let's give ChatGPT a go. Let's see. I want a function that function returning array of dates in month, day format. Month, the array of dates, object format, given a year. Let's see if ChatGPT would generate something. Let's see. All right, that looks correct. It's creating this. So it's using temporal from year A1. Oh, that's interesting. And then and last day. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of neat. And I didn't have to think about anything. Hooray. So what are we going to call this? We're going to call this get dates array. And in our util PDF, we'll do, instead of this, what we'll do is const dates equals calendar get dates array for 2024. And then we'll do a dates for each. Oh wait, is that going to be right? This will return each object, I think. And what we want it to return is month, day. Oops, I think I'm going to screw this up. What's wrong here? Oh, I think I had to wrap this in parentheses. And why is this messed up? What's this complaining about? I have a blown semicolon someplace, but where? Let's just see if this works. Month, day. Reference error, I is not defined. Where's, oh, is that why it's crapping out? I just want to see if this is reading correctly. Okay, that looks right. It's the entire array of things. So we should be able to just insert all that stuff in there, right? And okay, I don't know why I was messing up before. So we should be able to do draw text month, day. And this will test our variable data. So it should print 365 of these things. Oops. And there's 1, 1, 4, 14. Oh wait, this doesn't look right. Oh, that's weird. 17, 18, 20. So maybe that code that this wrote. Let's see what's wrong with this. So I'm passing it in a year. Did I forget to pass in a year? I probably did. No, that's right. Get dates array. It's supposed to return this array thing. Month plus plus. Year, month, day 1. Last day is that. Let day equal 1. Day is less than last day. Day, day plus plus. Days push. That does look correct. What's wrong? Oops. Const m equals string month and start to 0. The only thing I can think of is like this for each is not in order. I don't see why it wouldn't be though. Let's try this again. Or some weird memory issue. Maybe this was cached. That's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Well, there's the right number of pages. The first one's 1. That's the last one. 0, 6. Is the last one blank? No. Why are there 366? Oh, because that's 2024 is a leap year. That's why there's an extra day in it. Okay, so we have variable data. Let's just see if we can shove it up here someplace. And formatting will be another issue. So how do I move that up there? I'm just like noodle it into place. So it's down here at 50. What I probably want to do is width. I would want to actually calculate that size of that string and do some actual careful stuff there. And I don't know what units these are in. I would guess they're in points. Let's see, let's say width minus, width is the page width. And we want to have it, let's say 100 points. And then the y is going to be, what's height minus 4? Height of this is the height of the page. But why is it only minus 4? Is it negative? Height would be some positive integer. Is the origin of the page is probably at the bottom, and it goes up, I think. And so let's just see what this looks like. We'll figure out the dimensions later. Let's see. We'll figure out the dimensions later. So we're back here. I see something way up there, so that's probably okay. So if these are in points, they'll be like 40 or something like that, or maybe more because these are actually pretty big fonts. What is the font size? 30. Okay, so let's say 70. And then the width is going to be probably something like, if 70 is the height, the M height, or the M size is probably, let's say 20. So let's say 10, or disagree, 5 characters. So 5 times, so 100 should, plus it's a margin. See what that looks like. Okay, so getting in the ballpark. So let's make it a little bit smaller. Let's make this 24. See where that ends up drawing. It does seem to be drawing from the bottom. So we want to move it up a bit. So that means we want to pull less height on it. Let's do this. Okay, so we have that. I am drawing it at -70, which is too much. Let's make that, if it's -35, that'll be too high. Let's make that -40, and then let's move this to 80. See how that works. Let's see if this actually updates. Oh, almost nailed it. That's pretty damn close. Let me shrink this on the mag zoom. Page fit. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. What I'll want to do is I'll make very more precise font drawing stuff. And then with this, I can actually generate the holiday data, and then that will make everything great. So really close. Really, 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 really close to making this work. Dang, I didn't think it would be this easy. Or it's easy now that I set up all this infrastructure that I didn't have before. It's like kicking me in the ass. And so, and this is the very simplest kind of drawing that I want to do. So like, let's take a look at some of the other ones, just so to think out loud. So what I'm looking at is, let's see, NaNoWriMo, word counting. Let's type. Okay, so here's an example. Well, here's an example of something that requires more calculations. I already wrote the routines for this, but I need to write custom draw to do all this layout stuff and to draw these things, and then also to calculate the variable sizes of these things. It used to take me a long time just to update this because I would have to manually calculate these numbers, which change every year depending on what day of the week it starts, which changes these counts and whether or not it's a leap year. Yeah, so that's one pain in the ass thing to do. The other one would be, and there are also all these color variations, and I had to type in these colors manually by hand each time and resave it because I could not make separate templates without having to re-enter in all that text every single time for each color variation. And because of that, I didn't make very many variations of these. which is too bad because it'd be great if I could just type in this is the number of words, this is the month, generate the calendar for that, use this color scheme, and just go spit that thing out. If I can do that, that would kick so much ass. And then let's see, there's some other things here. Like the compact calendar. Where is it? Compact calendar, where are you? Calendar. So the compact calendar, this guy, which I just updated. This is not so bad to update because I have an Excel spreadsheet, but there's still all this importing I have to do. Being able to generate these on the fly and make nice ones that aren't tied to the Excel layout would be sweet. I know there's a lot of people who've made their own versions of this now, but I want to make my own and make the interactive version of it. And then there's other tools that I just never have bothered to make forms for, like the. Let's see, what's a good one? This would be cool to make a interactive version of. So like the idea of this is so tiny. Make something that's like this, in which I am actually making all these different variations for things, and then also being able to share the data. That's a little bit more on the web rendering side of things, less on the printable form side. The stuff I'm working on right now is more for to give me a source file so I can just take them to my commercial printer and have stuff made, or do print on demand stuff through them as a partner. So which would mean that it would be a lot easier and cheaper for me to create variations of these forms, have them produced and printed here in the USA, and then spit out to whoever wanted to have them drop shipped. That would be kick-ass. And then have all of my nitpicky, super fussy graphic design spacing and color rules in that would be I would think that would be pretty cool. So I don't know, I feel pretty good. I'm gonna go make something for dinner now, and maybe I'll stream back a little bit later, but this got me through a whole bunch of like resistance. I was putting this off all day. So thank you so much for the 22 odd people who popped in and stayed for a few seconds. I salute you for providing your energy as little or as much as you did. And I will probably post an update soon on my websites and social media, let people know what's going on. All right, thanks. See you later. Boink. I need to update this ending screen. How do I stop this?